Hey guys, in today's mini lesson, I want to speak about 4 things that may be stopping you from achieving the goals that you've always wanted to achieve. And my number 1 would be procrastination. I see this a lot. Oh, I just don't have the gym or the right equipment or the trainer or the information or the right diet plan. And I have to say, it doesn't have to be perfect. Don't procrastinate. If you've got something that you want to achieve, whether it be fitness, health, or business, whatever it may be, just stop procrastinating and every single day take one action step in the direction towards your goal. Number 2 would be doubting yourself. I remember when I was set the challenge for myself, I was going to run up and down the mountain for 12 hours. And I had a lot of support. I had $10,000 behind me that everyone had donated. And I was in this situation that I was doubting myself, was I able to do it? Can I actually be an endurance athlete? I've never done endurance before in my life. Am I eating the right things? Will the weather be okay on the day? And the funny thing is I built up all this doubt and it gave me anxiety and I was anxious about it. But the crazy thing is, as time went on, I started to realize, yes, I stopped up. I rolled my ankle. It stopped me from training for a while. Yes, it was raining and there was a bit of thunder and lightning on the day as I was running up on the mountain. There was all these things that everything that I was a little bit scared and I was doubting in my capability of going out and doing it. And I was so scared that it would happen, but it was happening anyway. But the thing that I learned is that just say yes to every opportunity and learn, just in case you don't want to be that kind of person that is too scared to do anything and is trapped away and you never get any experiences in life. Life is about going out and enjoying, and that's where you learn things. You learn from these experiences. You learn how to overcome the challenges that you face. And that leads into my number 3, which is self-sabotaging, procrastinating. The only reason that you are doing this is because you have a belief that you are not good enough. And I know this hits home, but I'm sure you've said it before, I've always wanted to run 5K, or I've always wanted to have that body, or I've always wanted to do this, but this, or but this. There's always been a but in there. And you sabotage yourself because you want to stay in your comfort zone. But it's funny, when people tell you that, oh yeah, sure, you can run 5K, they can see something in you that you can't see within yourself. So that's when you need to play around with your mindset and go, it goes back to that saying, if you think you can or if you think you can't, you're right. So regardless of what anybody else is saying, you need to change your mindset and start believing in yourself that you are capable of achieving those things that you want to achieve. I remember when I was hairdressing and GHD had this event and I was presenting on stage and they had flown this international guest artist in, and I was like, oh my God, I was up on stage with him. I had to do styling with him. I was thinking, shit, I ain't good like this. He's so much better than me. He can cut better than me. He's done heaps of these presentations. I haven't done anything like him. And I started a lot of self-sabotaging here, a lot of doubt within myself. And then I didn't see that GHD had this belief that I had the capabilities, the presentation skills, and the skills in hair to go out and do the same on stage as him. And I was so blinded by this because I was so filled with all this self-doubt. But the funny thing is before I got on stage, I started telling myself, I can do this, this is exciting. I started reprogramming my fear, my self-doubt into belief that this is an opportunity to get excited. And then the funny thing is I got on stage and I had the time of my life, because the interesting thing about the mind, it's programmed one way. So if you are constantly sending it a message like, I can do this, I have been given this opportunity, and this is interesting enough, you go and do it and you're excited. Amazing for me. It can't think about the shit that I can't do this, I'm shit, I'm not good enough. It doesn't have an opportunity because you're filling it with so many awesome messages to the brain. And think of it like this. If you keep thinking about the things that you want, then you don't have the opportunity to think about the things that you don't want. But if you focus on what you don't want, then you don't have the opportunity to think about what you want. And number 4 would be comparing yourself to others. I'm sure you've gone on Instagram, you're flicking through and you're like, oh, she has a better butt than me, he has more money than me, he's got bigger chest, she's got better body, whatever it may be. It needs to stop. Because if you think of it like this, it doesn't matter how many times you climb up a mountain, when you get to the top, we all have the same view. Okay? So really important to know that we are all individuals. We have our own challenges in life, and those challenges that we face is just feedback for us to go, okay, this is where I need to improve. This is how I'm going to take on this next challenge. It's amazing when you look at it with a positive mindset and think, wow, this isn't in the way, this is on the way to who I'm going to become.